Hi everybody, Susie Fido here from Marketing with Ethics, and in this week's Marketing Munch I'm going to show you how to create your first campaign in Google AdWords. So let's go over to the Google AdWords platform now. And as you can see, we're here in a brand new account. This is actually our MWE tutorial account that's been specifically set up so that I can create these tutorial videos for you. This automatically defaults to the Overview tab, and because we have no campaigns at the moment, you can see that there is absolutely no data displayed. But the Overview generally will give you some good information once your campaigns are up and running, so that you can have a quick snapshot of what is working. So to create a new campaign, we go down the left-hand side here and see Campaigns and click on that. You can now create a new campaign from one of two icons, either the blue circle here with the plus or where it says New Campaign down here. Doesn't make any difference which one you do, so you click on there and select New Campaign. You're now given a list of 7 options. So this is to set the goal for which you want your campaign to be more successful for. Is it for sales, leads, website traffic, etc.? Now, selecting one of these options will restrict you on things that you can do later on. So I highly recommend you actually select the last option, which is create a campaign without a goals guidance. That way you will have everything available to you. Once you've selected that, you then choose what type of campaign that you're going to create. Now we're going to create the standard search campaign, which is a text campaign, probably the most common used on Google AdWords. And these are the text ads that appear below the Google search bar when somebody searches for something. So select search. And then you choose whether you want website visits, phone calls, or app downloads. Now we're going to select website visits. This is probably the most commonly used. Again, the phone calls will literally be for mobiles only, and app downloads obviously are for downloads. So 99% of the time you will select website visits. So click there and then click on continue. Now you're ready to give your campaign a name. When you're creating your campaigns, you want to plan out the structure that you're looking at. So for example, different campaigns you may split down between brand or products, or it could be based on geographical. So whether you're looking at doing just a London-based campaign, or it could even be that it's international. So it could be that you're looking to do one in the US, one in the UK, etc., and you want to divide them down between those. Or you could also be looking at languages. So if you are looking at doing some ads in French, some in German, then you would want to break it down by that. Because of the business that we have, we offer Google AdWords management, Facebook page management, and Facebook advertising. So to us, the most logical way to break this down would be by the types of service we have. So we're going to call this one AdWords management. You then got the option of search network and display network. Display network would actually add your ads into other websites and blogs, etc. This is not something that I would recommend, especially starting out, because quite frankly, your budget can be depleted very quickly on areas where people are not physically searching for your product. So untick display network. You then set the location. So are you looking at just United Kingdom? Are you looking at all over? If you are looking at all over, I would recommend that you break your campaigns down based on the location, or you may even be looking at smaller than United Kingdom. Let's say, for example, we only wanted to advertise in London. So you can type in London, it gives you the amount of reach, and you can say, yes, that's where I want. So, but I'm going to take that back off, and I'm going to change mine to United Kingdom. Languages will automatically default to your language. So in this case, it's English. Budget, you can say how much you want to spend per day. So let's just put £10 for now. And then delivery method. You want to check this because you want to ensure that it's on standard and not accelerated. Accelerated means that it will use your budget as quickly as possible to reach as many people as possible. But that starts at literally 1 minute past midnight. So you could find that your budget is gone before you've even got to breakfast. So highly recommend leaving that on standard. Bidding is what you want to focus on. This automatically defaults to clicks and is the only option there. So that's what we're looking at initially. And then what's the maximum CPC bid? And what this is the maximum cost per click that you are willing to spend on each click. If you leave this blank, this will actually be set to maximize, and therefore Google will have control of it. So let's say we're happy to have up to £5 per click per advert. This also says underneath that based on the selections, this campaign will use maximize clicks bid strategy. Again, you don't want that. So select a bid strategy directly, and that now removes that option. So it's now set up for a manual process for you that you are willing to pay up to £5 per click. You do not want to click on Enhance CPC. Again, this is an automated bidding process by Google, and you want to stay in control of your bidding. Then we get to the more nitty-gritty of the settings, and you've got your start and end dates. This automatically defaults to not having an end date set, and also the start date of today. Now, if you do have particular seasonal campaigns that you want to run, you may want to go in and change these. And then we come to audiences, where you can really start to target your audience that you are looking to send your search ads to. So if you click on that, you'll see the options available. And you've got, for example, detailed demographics, which is who they are. So this could be parental, marital, education, and home ownership status. And then we have in-market audiences, which only released on search campaigns in July 2018. And what these do is give you a great insight into people's behavior and buying signals across Google. And this will include people who have clicked on similar types of ads, who have actively been researching for your product, or have been browsing websites related to your kind of product. So let's take a look at these. These are particularly handy if you have certain products for sale. So let's say, for example, you sell vegan makeup. It may be that you want to look at the beauty products and services. You then have the option of makeup and cosmetics. So you have that as an in-market audience for people who have been actively looking at websites to do with makeup and cosmetics, or that may have been searching previously for it. And now your ads will only show to these people. This does mean, however, that the audience that you're sending your ads to is much smaller, but these are likely to be further down the sales funnel. If you don't want to show your ads to only this audience, you can change the setting here to being observation, which is the recommended setting. And what this does mean is it will still show the ads to everybody, but you do have the option to adjust the bidding on this particular audience. So if we change that to observation, you'll see that that's actually disappeared. So you would then simply click on it again and add it back in. Now, we're not looking for makeup with ours, we're AdWords. So what we can do is search by the filter here. Now, if I type in AdWords here, we've now got 5 results that come back. So I'm looking for advertising and marketing services out of these. So I have that as an in-market audience, but it will show to everybody. So let's now go down. You've then got your different ad extensions. So first of all, we've got Sitelink Extensions. Now these are clickable links that appear below your ad, which can take people off to other pages on your website. So for example, for us, we also do Facebook advertising. You apply these at account level. Although you do have the option of campaign level, it is recommended to leave them at account level. Therefore, all of them will show regardless of which campaign you're in. So we've got no Sitelink extensions at the moment, so we want to add a new site link. Now on the Sitelink extensions, the initial text, you get 25 characters, and then you get 2 description lines, which have 35 characters available each. So the main text, I'm going to do Facebook advertising, because this is another area of our business. Description line 1, here I'm going to put reach over 800 million daily users, monthly packages available. Now, as you can see, I've capitalized each word because this allows it to stand out. Now I want to add our actual website page address, so put that in there. And there you have it. That's the first Sitelink extension set up. And you can add several Sitelink extensions, and I do recommend that you create at least 4 to 6, but we'll leave it at this just for the moment. Then you've got your advanced options. So with this, you can say whether the mobile is preference, your start and finish date. Again, if you do have a specific period that these be running for. You can also add an ad schedule, so when these will show. At the moment, they're showing all days from midnight to midnight. Now, we wouldn't want it running for that long. We would want it to be, say, Monday to Friday. Because this is business to business, let's say that we will have it from 8 a.m. to, let's say, 6 p.m. And click on save. So there you can see, this is how it will show. So you've got Facebook advertising, reach over 800 million daily users, monthly packages available. So that's the Sitelink extension setup. And like I say, I do recommend setting up, say, 6 of those. Then you've got your call out extensions. Call out extensions are another way to take up more space in the result. So it helps your ad to stand out more. And these can be used to advertise certain aspects of your business, but these are not clickable links. So you don't need to have a URL for them to go off to. So let's say, for example, again, applied at account level. So we want to add a call out extension. So click on new call out extension and you get 25 characters for each of these. And these will appear underneath your ad in grey. Let's say ethical business support. As you can see, you don't get much room with it only being 25 characters. And let's have fully trained specialists, and you get the idea. And again, you come to the advanced options and you can set the ad schedule for these as well. Now, where these actually work in really well is, let's say you're a locksmith, for example. So you may be advertising 24-hour call out, and on those particular ads, you only want those to show at nighttime, not at daytime. But let's just set this to, we said 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and save. Again, I recommend you could do at least 4. You can change what you want it to show. So say, for example, you don't want that one showing at the moment, but you have some others. And this is why the more you create, the more options you have available. But let's just leave both of those there for now. And then we come to call extensions. Now, this basically is to leave your telephone number should somebody want to get in contact with you. It gives the phone number on the advert. Also, if somebody's looking at it on their mobile, they get the option of click to call. So they literally just press the button and it automatically phones you. If you do have a business where you want to be able to monitor the conversions based on phone calls received, again, you would want to have a call extension set. So let's add our telephone number in here. So you've got call reporting on. The telephone number, obviously, we want it to be United Kingdom. And add the telephone number in. Leave that on the standard use account settings, calls from ads. And again, you add the schedule in here. So again, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and save. We've got that set there. And then we go down to your additional settings. Now, these are different extensions. There are many, many extensions available. Those 3 we've just done are ones that I recommend using on every account. Depending on what kind of business and what kind of campaign you're setting up will determine whether you use these others. However, what I do suggest is also a structured snippet. So if you have a look, it gives you the option that you can actually add a new structured snippet and you can have different values on here. What type you want could be your brands, your courses, whether it's models, shows, styles, types, etc. So for a lot of service businesses, you're probably going to select either styles or types. So if I put types, Google AdWords management, And again, you get 25 characters here, so you need to make sure it fits. So Facebook ad management and Facebook page management. Advanced options, again, you set your ad schedule for when you want these to show, and save. As far as app extensions are concerned, these are for people looking to download apps. Message extensions can work well because they can actually send a text message to you with a request rather than phoning you or filling in a contact form. Location extensions work extremely well if you are a small localized business. Let's say, for example, you own a vegan cafe and therefore you want to target people within 20 miles. They're going to want to know where you are, so that gives the address of your premises. Promotion extensions, fantastic for seasonal times like any kind of Christmas offers etc. you have on. Price extensions give an idea of the sort of costings. Ad rotation is the next one that you want to look at. Now, again, this is defaulted by Google to prefer the best performing ads. Now, I highly recommend you change this to do not optimize, rotate ads indefinitely. The reason why you want to do this is you want to be the one determining which is the better ad for you so that you can go in and you can change it. Otherwise, Google do make the decision very quickly as to what it classes as the top performing ad, and you don't necessarily get a good testing period. So change that to do not optimize, rotate ads indefinitely. Your ad schedule, this is a general ad schedule for your ads, not just for the different extensions that we've added. So again, we want that to be the same, that it's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Campaign URL options, dynamic search ads, ignore. So click on save and continue. And there you have it. That is your very first campaign set up. The next stage is to go into set up your ad groups and creating ads, which we will go through in the next video. So that's how to create your very first search campaign in Google AdWords with the best practice settings. If you do find these tutorials helpful, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any other tips and advice that I give. This is Susie Fido from Marketing with Ethics, signing out for now, and thank you for watching.